Hello everybody, my name is Wilder, and Bountiful Life, a farming sim that I've covered on my channel in the past, finally has a Kickstarter that is live right now. There's a link at the top of the description that'll take you to the Kickstarter page where there's a ton of really cool rewards you can get for backing the game. You can get a ton of stuff, there's lots. There's digital and physical copies of the games, you can get plushies from the game, there's even a tier that allows you to write some dialogue for the game as well. That is so cool. So hey, if you ever wanted to write some dialogue for a farming sim, then there you go. You're covered. Also, there's a demo for the game that you can download and play right now on Steam. There's a link on the Kickstarter page that will take you directly to the Steam page, or you can just search the game, Bountiful Life, on Steam. So you can go play the game, play the demo, check it out. Remember that it is an early version of the game, but you can still check it out for yourself to see what it's all about. Anyway, along with the announcement of the Kickstarter, a ton of new information and mechanics have been shown off and revealed. So I thought we'd take this time to look at some of them. First of all, the most important thing is that Bountiful Life is going to be a co-op farming sim. They have a big emphasis on co-op and playing with your friends. And we actually got to see a picture of what it'll look like when you're playing with other people. The co-op feature will let you play with 3 other friends, so up to 4 people can be on the same farm. Co-op will be implemented in this game at launch, so it'll have multiplayer from the very start. No need to worry about having to wait a few extra months to be able to play with your friends. You can play with them right off the bat. I think the co-op is going to be really cool in this game, and a big part of why is because of how big the map and the town is. It's going to be a really great way to get more things done by dividing up jobs, and I can't wait to actually try it out for myself and see how it plays, because I think it's going to work really well. Anyway, next is your actual farm. The Kickstarter says that there are going to be 60 different types of crops for you to plant and grow. And for animals, you have your regular cows, sheep, goats, and chickens, but there are also going to be expensive and more sought-after animals like pigs and rabbits, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing that was shown off on the Kickstarter page that wasn't in the pre-alpha that I got to play a while back was mining. They're going to have a mine where you can mine for gems and ore, which will let you do a bunch of stuff, like upgrade your tools, which is, always nice. But you can also donate the ores and gem to the village observatory for research, which is actually pretty interesting. Sounds like it'll be a type of completionist thing, collect all the gems. Maybe they'll even be displayed so you can show off your collection to your friends while you play co-op. But related to mining, there's going to be a crafting system as well. You'll be able to craft different resources, tools. Apparently we'll also be able to craft some art, which sounds really awesome. Probably to decorate our house or farm, which actually makes sense, because on the Kickstarter page they say we'll be able to customize everything from the floorboards to the wallpapers, and even the locations of buildings on your farm. Now that one got me really hyped. There's a lot of room on that farm. It is a really big space, so I'm really hoping we get to build a ton of extra buildings that have different purposes, because now we know that we get to move all those buildings around. So we'll be able to have our farm look however we want it to. I love a true customization like this. It's a really nice addition. Anyway, the crafting also includes jewelry, which is where the gems from mining probably come in. They can be used as gifts to give to villagers. And, of course, we also have cooking. Take the crops you grow to your kitchen, and you'll be able to cook them up into nice dishes. Now, one thing you might have noticed throughout all these screenshots is that the characters shown all look different. They all have different skin tones, different colored hair, and different colored clothes. That's because character customization is going to be in this game. Here's a quick little look at that. This was shown off on the Kickstarter page as well. It's pretty cool. You'll be able to customize your character a bit so that they're to your liking. And probably so that when you're playing co-op, you won't look the same as all your friends, which will be nice. Speaking of friends, though, you'll of course be able to make friends with the villagers who live in Jubilee. It says on the Kickstarter page that you'll have a chance to become best friends with a certain villager, which is interesting because it also states that there will be relationships you can enter into with other villagers. You can even have a kid in the game. I love to hear it, by the way. Building a family is always one of my favorite things about farming sims. But because these two things, the best friend and the relationship, are obviously stated as different mechanics on the page, I wonder what having a best friend will do in the game. I wonder if there are special events or cutscenes that happen because of it. Can we marry our best friend? Do we have to have a best friend before we can marry them? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait to find out. But it's definitely interesting. It got me interested anyway. On top of all the information they gave, there's also a new trailer up on their YouTube channel right now, link in the description by the way, which shows off some gameplay and gives you a nice feel for what the vibe of the game is aiming for. But at the very end of the trailer, they teased something really cool. If you haven't seen my previous video, I was talking about how I found a giant floating crystal in the forest just randomly, and I was wondering what it was for. At the end of the new trailer, they showed off a scene where it was nighttime, and the main character was walking up to the crystal in the forest. It was glowing, the entire area was lit up, and there was this really creepy music playing. And then a voice spoke to the character. I mean, I have no idea what's going on with this, but I really want to find out. I wonder if this game will actually have a story to it. Or, you know, if there's going to be some quests related to this. Like, maybe it'll have its own quest line, or maybe it's a side quest, I don't know. Maybe it actually is a story, I don't know. So many questions, but it was really cool to see. Make sure you check out the trailer so you can also see this scene for yourself. It was pretty cool. Overall, there's a ton of content being added to Bountiful Life. The pre-alpha that I played was a nice little look at what the game could be, but now that we're getting a lot of info about the game, and we're actually getting to see it in these pictures, it's really exciting. They're adding a ton of stuff, they're really fleshing it out. It's nice to see. And I'm super excited for that co-op feature. I really want to know how that works. I'm sure we'll get a more in-depth look into it later on. Remember, use the link in the description to go on over to the Kickstarter page and have a look at all the info for yourself, and take a look at all the really cool rewards you can get from backing the game as well. There's quite a lot of them. I didn't cover all the information on the Kickstarter page here today. There's a lot more, along with a lot more rewards for backing the game. Again, hit that link in the description, go check it out for yourself. And don't forget about the demo. Go to Steam, Bountiful Life, you can play the demo right now for the game to get a little taste of what it's going to be like. Anyway, let me know what you think about Bountiful Life so far. Let me know what you think of the demo, if you played it. And let me know what you think about all the stuff that they're adding as well, because that's going to be it for me today. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. All links are down in the description, along with the names of my wonderful, amazing patrons. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.